It's Tuesday, final day of September for 2025, the 30th. 30 days past September, April, June, and November. I was singing that, got stuck in my head this morning.
Nailed it.
So I got that right. We'll have October coming up tomorrow, our final podcast, second cup of sunrise for this month. I'm Brennan, he's James.
Yeah.
I have a breathing problem, apparently.
Yes, you do.
I
Too many sighs. So we're going to do a box breathing exercise. It's called square breathing as well. Sometimes people say, why don't you just take a deep breath? Well, that doesn't get you so far. So here's the exercise. Do it with me. We're going to take a deep breath in and we're going to count to 4. Hold it for 4. Exhale for 4. Wait another 4 seconds. And then do it again. That's a box breathe. Isn't that kind of nice? So it's nice because
It is.
I think like there's so many times like, oh, take a deep breath, breathe in, like, okay, there's my deep breath. It didn't work. But when you consciously think of counting to 4 with every step, 4 with the breathe in, 4 with the air in your lungs, and you just hold it, 4 with the exhale. That's
out.
a big one. 4 out. And then you, even when you're at the bottom, you can kind of be airless for 4 seconds. And then you do that cycle. That, I think, at least for me, has really helped with like reducing the stress, anxiety, nervous system, things like that.
It's such a random way to start the show, which is why I like the pod, because of what we're doing. Because
There you go.
you brought this up because I am known to walking around, as I'm kind of breathing out there, walking around this place and with work and everything.
Yes.
A lot of times I'm just like,
You and
or
I both.
I do a.
Yeah.
I will let out some of those in the newsroom, and it is loud. And I'm just feeling it some days. It is helped. I didn't know the official name for that, but I have some breathing exercises because going back a couple of years, so almost a decade now, when I worked in Myrtle Beach, I was a morning news anchor. One morning, doing a show, all of a sudden we get to a block, and I was solo that morning. My co-anchor was off, and I just start running out of breath. Can't breathe.
Yeah, that's scary.
So I just couldn't catch my breath. I did not know that it was a full-on panic attack
yeah.
until it happened with the
Sure.
first one. So we tossed to a commercial break, and I'm like, okay, let me just... And it's not the problem. It's everything else inside your body, neurologically,
Sure.
your sensors, your, fight or flight, whatever was going on. And we came back from another break, and I tried going again. I got like 20 seconds into it. Nothing.
Wow, couldn't
Just
do it.
completely
Like your
collapsed.
lungs were just...
Lost it. Couldn't do anything, no matter how much I tried doing. And my co-anchor was watching that morning. Of course, she's home, so we had the meteorologist start reading the news to get me through. And I just ran over to the sales department and collapsed on the couch.
Oh my goodness.
And I was like, I've never had anything like that, remotely close.
Yeah.
And
You had to just kind of separate yourself from the situation.
I was just completely exhausted because everything tightens up, everything's sore, you're just spent. Like you just did 15 marathons and then the adrenaline and everything in your brain. So I just went and laid down for a while, and I went and got my heart checked out, everything, saw a doctor that day, and took a couple of days off, came back again, had another panic attack.
Oh, man.
Not full on that time, but I could just feel it coming along, and I'm like, I got to get to a soundbite or a reporter story or a weather, and we rushed to it, and I was like, I don't know what's going on. Long story short, I ended up in therapy, which was like the first time going for me at that point, again, a decade ago. Learned a lot, diagnosed it, went back to, obviously work, there was life, long distance relationship at the time with my now wife. Like it just adds to it. Like there wasn't a problem between us, it was just outside stressors that came, and took a couple of years. There was my first time on air after that. I took a couple weeks off and came back, and I still just battled it. Every once in a while, I can kind of feel it.
Sure, and
and it comes
you
back.
know it, and you identify it, and you recognize it. It's amazing the fact that like the bodies that we're currently in 2025 are the same bodies that existed 5,000 years ago,
Right.
when we were running away from tigers and chasing, giant beasts. There really is no evolutionary change between our brains and the brains 5,000 years ago. They
Right.
went through the same exact stressors, except our stressors are just different now and don't look like a wild tiger chasing you. But the anxiety is the same, the feelings are the same, and so we're just dealing with different types of stressors, but the reactions same body,
Yeah.
as the cavemen. It's wild.
This is setting up for a huge jinx, like our first block tomorrow morning at 5. Something will
right?
happen. Maybe I'll just be solo anchoring again, and then it'll come up. But yeah, it's a real thing. And I went through that. I think I've had one the past couple of years. It was actually a couple of months ago. We were sitting at Applebee's with the family. And I don't know what it was. If it was some thought about waiting for the order or something.
Yeah.
And I was just, it was my birthday.
Oh,
That's
man.
what it was on. I was like,
birthday.
I gotta go. And the girls, we had dessert and everything, and I went home and I just crashed. And I remember I texted out saying I can't make it, and I just had to sleep it off. But yeah, real thing. Anyway,
It's out there.
how much do you charge for that? For your
I know.
therapy session?
Right. Look, we're always here. Well, I think we got each other's backs, right?
Yeah,
And I
yeah.
think that I know
And it's
that
real to talk about it. Like it happened.
For
and
sure.
Yeah.
and I know that if something happened to me, I would just throw the 8-day up and you would just cover it.
I'll talk over it.
You
Yeah.
know, and I think
Yeah.
vice versa too. If something happened to you, I would jump in, whatever.
There is something causing me a little bit of stress.
What's on your mind?
I don't ever really do vending machines, anything like that.
Yes.
But we went out to the Y over the weekend in Penfield. We have swim lessons. And we were walking out, and the girls was like, can we get something out of the vending machine? And like they do have some healthier snacks in there. And so we were going to get the Planters Peanuts like trail mix.
Nice.
They want the M&Ms and some peanuts and
Sure.
some raisins
Yeah,
in
yeah.
it. And I was
That's
like,
the
okay,
extra.
girls, I'll get this for you. So I ring them up, 2 of them. So it's $1.55 each. It's $3.10.
Yep.
Charge it. Just run my card because you can touch that. You don't need coins or anything
It's
now.
cards now, yeah.
First one comes out, falls down. It just stops, doesn't run the second one.
Oh.
And I'm like, oh my gosh. Well, first off, I'm having a meltdown from the other one.
Yeah.
So I had to order the third. So I had that, and I was like, yeah. And then I look up on the side, and it's one of these Crickler vending machines. That's the company that runs like all of them. They do the one here. And it says, if you have any issues for a refund or whatever, you can call, you can text, you can email, or go to this website. And it was Friday. I was like, you know what?
Text.
I'm just going to text.
Yeah.
And I sent a message, no response for about 2 or 3 hours.
Oh, sure.
And here I am getting worked up. I'm like, oh my gosh, $1.55. Am I really doing this? Friday night, I'm sitting at home. I get a response. Hey, sorry for the delay. We're looking into this and get back to you. And I sent a message. I was like, hey, I ordered 2 of these. I'm just looking for my $1.55 refund. Here's the machine number. Here's, the last for my car, whatever they asked for.
Right.
No response. So Saturday morning, I wake up. I'm like, this is still bothering me. Text them again.
Yeah.
It says, get back to us on a Monday. Working day.
Oh my gosh, of course. Yeah.
So then I kind of gave up. I get an email yesterday from Crickler, and it's like, before you do anything, make sure that you let this clear your account. We'll see if it charged for both or whatever. And I'm like, okay. So that happened, went through overnight, checked it this morning. I did not get the refund. They charged me the $3.10 and then the other $1.55.
Yeah.
Then I get another email that says, okay, and a text, by the way, that says, and now instead of working through Crickler, here's this other company. We apologize for the response. You need to go to refundrequest.cranesimplify.com. Funny, that's simplify. You can start your request.
Yeah.
Crane Tech will handle the refund. Note it may take 2 weeks for this to be done.
Oh my god.
I'm like, you're a vending machine company.
That's
It's $1.55.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm gonna stalk it and find one of the guys that's refilling it and say, "Can you give me some change
Yeah,
or
yeah.
whatever?"
They outsource their
Yes,
refunds.
They outsource their
my
refunds to
gosh,
undercover.
that's
Thank you for
so
choosing Crickler Vending. Best regards.
That's so annoying.
I know. And I'm like, when I first told Stephanie about it, she was like, really?
Yeah.
And I was like,
Yeah.
sure. Well, now it's like a matter of principle.
It's a
Like, I
reporter
gotta
of
see this
you
through.
also to dig into it, I
Yes.
think, right?
I've got to see this through. So now I'm gonna have to go online, fill all this out. I'll probably have to
Yeah.
pay something to get my refund sent
Right.
to me.
Right. That's amazing.
Oh my gosh.
And they put that there. Call, text, we'll help you out, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. Maybe in a month and a half we'll get you your
Right.
$1.55 back.
Right.
So you bought the 2, and then it just rolled. The curly Q spun once, came
It
out, and then
spun once, nothing got jammed. It didn't even try to send it the second time.
Yeah.
And I was just like, oh my gosh.
That's too bad. So now you have to pay for one, and then pay for the next one. Right?
Actually, yeah, one at a time, just to make sure.
I guess so.
And then if the first one doesn't come out, I'm like, sorry, girls, we're not going to do this again.
Yeah. Right.
Is that too much for $1.55 that I'm stressing out about?
I mean, it's annoying.
Yeah, it
Don't
is.
blame you.
I
It's more annoying than the price.
I thought this was going to be
You
easy.
paid.
I was like, listen, I'll text. They'll say, boom, done, next day.
Send a refund, yeah.
Because they're not I don't think people are going around trying to rip them off all the time saying, here's a refund on the number or whatever.
Right.
Plus, you got your card in your name. It's probably just a scam. Someone probably slapped that sticker up there, and now they're.
I know.
I
can't believe they sent you to a totally separate company.
I know, a totally different company that has Simplify in its name.
It's like when you try to do an insurance claim. You know, it's like, okay, yeah, thanks for the insurance claim. You got to go through these guys over in Wisconsin, and then you go through over these guys in Florida, and then we'll take care of you.
Yeah, we outsource everything.
Everything. There's just like 5 different parties you have to contact to just get anything done.
I know. So that's what's been bugging me, and that's why I'm breathing heavy on that.
I'm with you.
Listen, maybe I'll have some more money coming because the inflation refund checks.
Yeah.
We have a new story that's up at rochesterfirst.com. People reading this. Some questions that came about were people who had moved in recent years or if they had retired since then. What about this money? So again, this is you up to $400. You could get these inflation refund checks the state's sending out. They started sending them Friday. Just a few people. It was 95% saying haven't gotten any yet. In our What's Up Rock poll this morning, 5% said yes.
Yeah, just 5%.
So this is it's not taxable income, so you don't have to report it. You're not going to get hit twice on that. And they'll be going out through now, end of September, through October and November. I think it's like 8 million that they're sending these to. They have been warning about scams. So for people who may have moved since they filed your 2023, your 23 tax return, that's what this is based on. If you filed a 24 return and you have a new address, that's where they're going to send it to. Michaela was in this situation.
Yeah,
I think she moved between those years. So it should be going right to her. If you have moved and you haven't filed your 24 return, you're late on that. Or if you moved after that, you need to change your address with the State Department of Tax and just reach out to those people.
Yep. You can see there it is, the trending story.
Yeah. We did ask, how much is it going to cost the state to send out these checks? They did say a couple thousand, but they've got to outsource to a contractor for the bulk mailing. Right. People who are retired, these people, they're not paying taxes because they don't have the income coming in. Again, you'll get a check, but it's not going to be, I mean, if you had returns then, but you're not going to pay anything on that.
400 for joint filing, 200 for single, right?
Yeah, it ranges like from 175 up to 400, depending on whatever the total income is.
You guys file joint, I'm assuming?
Yes, because of all the different
kids and things
whatever
like
TurboTax tells me, whatever they tell me, yes. But yes, because of kids and everything. So still waiting. I have been checking the mailbox every day, which is not what I do. And yesterday when I opened it, I did see a big envelope and I was like, all right, maybe this is it. Open it up. I didn't even look at it at first. And I was like, oh, it's my car insurance bill for the next 6 months. And I was like, well, this would be helpful. Maybe this check could put a dent in that to knock out a third of it or whatever it may be.
Yeah, that's not fun. 6 months payment. We do that too. I used to pay monthly, but then I'm like, you save $80 or something when you do the 6 months. So just send it away.
I'm weighing that decision. I've always done 6 months.
Yeah.
And I take care of it because it is an added discount. So mine was 800 something. And then I think it was a difference of 112, 115.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, do I want a monthly payment that's 170 or whatever, or go ahead and do this?
Right.
I'm like, I don't want you to, but this is the whole purpose of why I switch companies every year, because I could get this discount.
Is it the pain now or the pain later?
I know.
Right.
But we've asked people around this building, some people do it monthly. To pay it that way, just manageable. You don't have to take a big hit twice a year.
Right. It's a smaller number, which is nice. We got our title for the new van in the mail the other day.
Officially the owners.
Right. Yeah. That definitely makes me nervous. Like a title is a pretty important document that I would way rather have handed to me. But I mean, what am I going to do? Drive to the DMV, So
right.
I guess mailing is the only way you got to do it.
How many miles you got on those two cars now?
4,000 on the Prius, and then the Sienna. Gosh, I think it just hit 1,000.
Oh, how was that?
It's nice. It's really nice. We drove not good cars for a while, and I think that the lack of talk about anxiety, that lack of security of just is this thing going to break down?
Something going to fall off.
The radio didn't work. Yeah. The rear wiper blade on the Ford Escape that we had just ripped off from a car wash a year and a half ago. So we've been going without a rear windshield wiper. Just there were so many problems with the cars. Just that peace of mind is worth it.
Have you washed these two?
Oh yeah, for sure. We're washing them all the time.
Keep it good. Inside's clean.
Yeah, inside's clean as well. The vacuum, it's
pretty good.
Yeah, I'm screaming at my kids when they drop a goldfish in the car.
I do all that too. Yeah. Julia she'll have something, she goes, done, and then it just goes flying in the car. I'm like, please don't throw anything at Dad.
I know.
Wherever it ends up.
The car snacks are so easy. I know you're not really supposed to do that, but it's just, we have the little cups with the swirls on the top, so it keeps it in, but the kids can still reach their hand in. And those are just like a go-to. Almost every other day, it's like snacks. Like snacks or screens. So
no, that's what I do. And so Stephanie had this conversation with Julia, the youngest, the other day. She picked her up from somewhere, maybe from school.
Yeah.
And she's like, "Why'd you pick me up?" And she was like, "Well, Dad was with Brooklyn. They're doing something." She's like, "Okay, do you have a surprise for me?" And she goes, "Surprise?" She goes, Dad always has a surprise when he picks me up.
Oh my
He brings
gosh.
it from work.
Yeah,
something out of the snacks, out of Allison's office. I'll bring something.
Yeah,
and she's like, you've conditioned this girl to every time she gets out of school, she just gets in and just throws that hand back. And she's like, where's the snack?
Where's my snacks?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Where are
funny.
the veggie sticks, the applesauce pouch, whatever. And she's
Yeah.
got it. And I was like, lesson learned.
Daddy's
there,
little girl.
Mom. Yeah. More to talk about here on this Tuesday, rolling along. Back in just a bit. Back here on the Tuesday morning pod. Congrats to your Broncos last night.
Hey, yeah. How about that 28-3 or 30-3, something like that? 31-3.
The Bengals are terrible. I mean,
bad team.
that injury, even with Joe Burrow, they were bad, but just goes to show like how incredible he is.
Nick Bonito. He's
Yeah.
he's a name that's starting to really go up in the ranks of best defensive players out there.
Yeah.
Superstar defensive end for the Broncos, and just signed a big contract, just paid him a ton of money, and he's just gets sack after sack after sack. Got a bunch of sacks last night. He's still not like a national name right now, but he's getting up there with a lot of the famous defensive end tackles. So I think that name, as the Broncos continue to do well on both sides of the ball, will go up.
There's a buddy of mine who's my old roommate, and I was just reading a text he sent me about the Broncos last night. It was a highlight of Bo Nix. He threw a little toss, wide open screen pass to the running back.
J.K. Dobbins.
Yes, who caught a touchdown on the left side.
Yeah.
And he's like, this just reminds me of Drew Brees and Alvin Kamara.
Oh, sure.
And I was like, man, it does.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Nice
It's good.
connection
Rolling
there.
along. And you got the little easy road game with the Eagles Sunday.
Yeah, here we go.
1 o'clock.
It'll be a test.
Yeah.
That was the Broncos' first 100-yard rusher since 2023.
Wow.
We never had one last year, amazingly. So it's nice to see
Not
the
even-
ball on the ground.
Philip Lindsay never did that? Is that his name?
Philip Lindsay did it in 2023.
He was the last one.
Yeah. So
Wow.
a couple of years ago. So that was nice to see.
It's good. Just crushed him. Speaking of running, by the way, James Cook is doing everything for Buffalo.
Yes.
So he's currently second in the league in rushing yards. Sunday, he set a career high for himself for snap percentage in a game against New Orleans. Ray Davis, on the other hand, saw 1 carry in week 4. He's had 11 carries this season. 9 of those were in the blowout win, so garbage time against the Jets. And even with the success that Cook is having, Joe Brady was asked, his offensive coordinator, is he seeing too much of the ball?
The way James is playing right now, he's playing at such a high level. But the reality is we want him playing in January and February too. So I got to be smart. That's not to say he can't do it. But we have too good of a running back room for him to be the only one toting the rock. We were at our best last year when everybody was rolling, right? That's part of who we are. And I think right now it's a fine line because he's playing so well. But I trust Ray Davis and Ty Johnson out there that they should be getting some carries out there too.
It was a smart answer. It was a good one, too.
Yeah.
What he was talking about. He's the hot hand.
Let the man cook.
And listen,
Yeah.
it's not the most explosive passing game in the league. A
Yeah,
lot of it's
yeah,
shorter. Josh Allen hasn't been throwing the ball that far. Like, it's working.
Yeah,
You're 4-0.
He seems like a workhorse back. He seems like he's able to carry that type of workload. And I mean, you watch. I think he's a pretty smart running back.
I think he takes a ton of big hits.
No,
Yeah.
not like Derrick Henry, who is just blasting
Right.
the line,
Right.
A gap, A gap, A gap. Like they do a lot of sweeps with him. They do a lot of zone runs, which are a little bit easier on. Your first contact isn't right in your face. They have good run blockers
Right.
as well. So for what it's worth, I mean, I think the load management is very, very smart. I mean, you look at basketball, that's all they talk about
all the time.
Is how much work are they getting out? Obviously, it's a longer season, and you play way more games. But load management is very important.
It is. It is balancing that, and also teams being on the other side of, let's get the most out of it while we can.
Right.
We paid him.
Yeah.
It's going to be, this will be the last window for him with Buffalo, you would think, till whatever they do with the next running back. And still going along. And just, it seems like quietly he's right up there. You'll hear some people in the national media talk about him. But even last year when he was up at the top tied for touchdowns, like it still wasn't. You're still looking at Derrick Henry, Saquon, of course, for bigger names. But James Cook is right there.
Chunk plays.
With them. Something interesting this morning. We had a story on Sunrise. So this was AI help with retail therapy for online shoppers. ChatGPT's maker, OpenAI, is introducing a new instant checkout feature. How does this work? You ask the chatbot a question like, where can I buy a housewarming gift for a friend or someone's getting married, something like that. The chat will suggest the items that you can click to buy, and there's instant checkout. It works right now with US-based Etsy and then more than 1 million retailers that use Shopify.
Wow.
Is that much different than what we could do before?
Yeah.
I guess if it's taking out a step to maybe where it's like, James has a birthday, we're golfing, what should I get him? Just a little small gift. And it may say Pro V1s. Here, go buy them. But maybe it's just the one-click option for throwing that in.
Yeah, and I think also the adjusting that can be done is kind of nice.
Yeah.
Like if the golf balls came up, you're like, I don't want that. Show me something else. Or my price point's actually a little higher. Can you go more expensive? You know, I think the tailor-made aspect of it is kind of nice with ChatGPT. Like, oh, okay, if you think that, then we can go with this. You know.
It's funny you said tailor-made there. That's a nice little
nod,
a little fun to the golf. This is going to be a throwback.
Yeah,
Some
how about
old
this?
memories here. McDonald's Monopoly game is coming back. They are saying, of course, this time you have even more chances to win on the Monopoly game.
Yeah.
So classic peel-away game pieces. There's also a digital version, which that's not as fun doing through the app because you want to actually have the soda, the fries, or whatever you scrape, pull it off, see what you got. Free vacations, gift cards, an SUV. You don't need that. You've already got 2 new cars and up to $1 million cash. That'll be coming back next week.
Okay, so how do you play?
So you order something, and on any of the containers, there is the sticker that's on the side.
Yeah.
And then you peel it off.
Yeah, okay.
And it says whatever. So like right here. Yeah, it'll be on the top of the
like
quarter
Park
pounder,
Place.
whatever. Yeah. Just pull it.
And do you have to match the colors, like the orange, like Park Place, or is it like a railroad and you get 4 railroads?
I think it's just whatever it is, like not a winner or here. I'd have to double check.
Okay,
because it's been a bit. It's been a few years.
I thought literally you had to get like the pieces of the board on there,
or a couple in a row if it's like 4. Maybe so. I'm doing some more research on this. Whatever to get some more money out of you is what it would be.
That's what it is. Well, I see because the next frame here that they'll show, or the one after this, it was like you win, and then there was the one where it showed the 4 railroads, where you have all 4 railroads. Like I bet that's how you get the bigger prizes, like as if you collect all 4 of something.
I've got you
right there. See that one?
Yeah, I see that one. Let me pull up the game here real quick.
We're not
going to
time, don't we?
We're not going to get over this. We've got 2 minutes. We're okay.
Okay, let's figure out. We need to know exactly how to play.
Yes.
Here we go.
How to play. You register so you get the apps of something if that's what you want. Order your faves. Select a game piece to play. Items you get on the side of your box. Others get a digital piece. You check it out. Let's see. You reveal your prize or collect a digital property piece. And then, you get in, you see if you're an instant winner.
But it does say peel the prizes or properties.
Yeah.
2 ways to get in on the fun.
Collect pieces for a chance at epic prizes. I'm reading on this.
This is kind of
confusing.
Lost on
this? Yes.
So I want to know how to win the big bad boy. How do you win the $10,000? How do you win the big old prizes? Like, do you have to collect a bunch?
$10,000 little shopping spree. That would be nice.
Yeah, but we don't know how.
You have 1 out of 5 odds to win something.
Okay.
Mostly food prizes. Prizes diminish, odds changes, prizes won. So you need to go Monday, if that's it. Odds of winning a bonus play prize. Let's see. You can get 10 plays a day on the app. Don't go do that too much.
10 plays a day.
Yeah.
Are you going 10 times a day? Or I guess getting 10 items.
Well, yeah, 10 items
per day.
for that if you have to do something.
I bet some people do.
Yeah.
I would not.
So there's how some of it is. I think we figured a little bit of that out. Yeah.
Interesting. Let's go. Snack wrap.
I haven't been to McDonald's in a long time.
Well, I think you and I both agree. They've got some good coffee.
They do. By the way, out of all the coffee at the fast food places, your Starbucks, your Dunkin', Timmy O's, whatever, McDonald's. And if you can never get it for $1,
yeah,
there you go.
It's good. It's good
that can do it. That does for us. Suck a cup of sunrise. We'll see you on air at noon.
Get the Rochester First streaming app today for everything you love from News 8 On Demand, plus exclusive shows you won't see anywhere else. Search ROC and download for free on Roku, Amazon Fire, and Apple TV.